Hey G-Fans, GojiFan93 here, and welcome to another top 10 list. In this list I will be talking about my top 10 favorite Ultraman video games. Yes, something that's not Godzilla related, but somewhat similar. Ultraman. I haven't talked about Ultraman in a while on this channel, and I thought it'd be great to finally get to talk about my favorite Ultraman video games. Now, I'm not a huge super fan of Ultraman, and I've only really watched the first series all the way through, but when it comes to the video games, I have played a lot of them, and I just want to finally count them down for you guys. So, without further ado, let's begin. To begin with, we have a game that I didn't get a lot of time to play and for some reason never got around doing the Let's Play of it. Ultraman Tiga and Dyna New Generations is a forgotten Ultraman game on the PS1. This game had simple gameplay where you play as Tiga or Dyna and fought the many different monsters of the Ultraman series. From the small amount of time I played it, I did enjoy it, and I should definitely go back and play it when I get the time. Ultra Hero was an Ultraman game for the Game Boy Advance. This little fun fighter has vibrant graphics and color, but one downfall of the game is extremely hard. But in the end, it's great to see a nice looking 2D fighter on the Game Boy Advance for Ultraman. If you like fighting games like Street Fighter, you'll enjoy this for what this game has to offer. This fun little 2D side-scroller game for the NES is very fun, but probably not a lot of people know about it unless you're a die-hard Ultraman video game fan. Basically, this game can be summed up in a few words. Take the engine of Mega Man and put in an Ultraman theme over it. That's pretty much what you get with this game. Who knows, maybe one day I'll do a Let's Play. Alright, now we're getting into the good stuff. Ultraman Fight & Evolution is the first game in an amazing fighting series where you get to play as many different Ultraman and Kaiju. The first entry arrived on the PS1 and it's dated to today's standards, but it's still a great PS1 fighter. This game is later into the Fight & Evolution series, but they decided to put a 0 after the title because it's on the PSP. This game looks great and plays great. The only issue I ran into is not getting far into the game because the tutorial missions were confusing on what I had to do. Still, it's a great game to play if you're a portable gamer. The sequel to Ultraman Fight & Evolution on the PS1, this game upgrades every aspect of the game. It has a cinematic feel to it where it feels like you are in an Ultraman episode. It has a short but fun campaign based off of the actual episodes from the TV show. The graphics look great, even from an old PS2 game. If you have not played this game yet, I highly recommend you do. Hey, are you a fan of the original Ultraman series from the 60s? Wish there was a video game adaptation of all the best episodes in that series? Well, do I have something for you. Ultraman on the PS2 is a game based fully on the original series. You play through the best episodes of the whole series. This game is so cinematic and has the feel of any old school Ultraman episode. Seriously, this is a must play for any Ultraman fan. The third installment to the great Fight & Evolution series, we get once again an upgrade which already felt perfected in the second iteration. This game has even more Ultraman and Kaiju to play as, has a longer campaign with branching paths, and has amazing graphics and controls. A fine addition to the Ultraman FE series. The fourth and unfortunately last installment to the Ultraman Fight & Evolution series. This is hands down the best in the series. They were not kidding when they dubbed this game Rebirth, because man, they made this game so freaking epic. Even the game's intro gets me pumped. The campaign is great, it seems even longer than the third game's campaign, and with great graphics for a PS2 title, this game is a must-own. Now, if we could only get a fifth game for the PS4, that'd be great. Here we go, my all-time favorite Ultraman game. This game is kind of in the same vein as the self-titled Ultraman game on the PS2, where it focuses on one season from the Ultraman series. This game is about Ultraman Nexus, and oh my god, this game is fun. The graphics, the music, the gameplay, it has it all. Now, the campaign I was able to finish in one sitting, but dang, this game is just so fun to play and makes me want to watch the show real bad. Well, that's my list. Thank you guys so much for watching, and post in the comments what your favorite Ultraman video games are. I would love to read them. And as always, stay big, G fans.